first question.
Okay. So my name is Daan. I'm an artist and innovator from the Netherlands, and we are now at the smog-free tower, the largest smog vacuum cleaner in the world, which sucks up polluted air, cleans it, and then releases clean air. So we have parks, public spaces like this, which are cleaner than the rest of the city. Yeah.
Good. Okay. So now you look at me.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to stand up like this. So how does this thing, the tower, work? Can you just very briefly explain how it works?
So basically, it's the largest smog vacuum cleaner in the world. So it sucks up pollution from the top, cleans it in the upper part, so the PM2.5, PM10 particles via positive ionization, and then it releases the clean air below. So we have public spaces, parks, which are 25 to 70% more clean than the rest of the city. This project has been touring through different cities in China, supported by central government, actually, China's central government. And right now we've teamed up with a China partner. We're producing more of them, permanent ones. It's really about the dream of clean air in public space and making places which are good for people again. You know, you have children which can play outside. I think, you know, China, we will live in a world where capital or luxury is not about another expensive car or a bag or a watch, but it's about clean air, clean water, clean energy. And these are the things that will be important in the future. Yeah, this is our new capital.
Okay, actually you touched on this, but I want you to just a bit more. Why are you obsessed with outdoors instead of indoors?
I think
Chinese people are very obsessed. They buy a lot of things to put them in.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's really important to make outdoor spaces because that's where people meet, they exchange, they interact, and it's very important to keep on communicating, to understanding each other. So you're right, I think we really had this ambition to do public space so that you meet, you create it's like a fireplace, you know, people go there, they hang out, they share stories. Actually the locals here in Dalian, they already call it quite lovingly the clean air temple. So I think it's very important to go public, not just indoor. Yeah.
Okay. How many of towers have you built around the world?
So this is the one which is touring through China, and this is the last stop at the World Economic Forum in Dalian. This week we have a China partner in Shenzhen, and they are going to start production of more of them this week. So you'll see more of them popping up in China in parks, permanent ones. And at the same time we have new ideas. Right now we're working on...
I'll go on to that, a whole other new question about the new application of the technology. But on this, how many are there in the whole world?
This is the first one.
This is the first one.
And it's traveling, so this is the final stop. And this week in China we start production of more towers. India will follow in the end of this year. We signed an agreement with Mexico and Colombia last week as well. So production starts now.
They will all be produced in China?
I think so, yeah, most of it. If quality is good, and I think it will be, then we will produce more.
What is the plan for the next, for example, the end of the next 5 years? How many will there be?
No, I think it's 5 years is too far away. Okay. So we focus on this year. That's why I'm here, to meet many mayors and governors from China but all around the world, to make a selection which project we do and which we don't do. But there's a lot of interest, yeah, so it's good to be here.
Naturally, I want to follow up with this. How has the Chinese government responded to your invention?
Well, I think, you know, pollution has been a topic which is back on the agenda since 3 or 4 years in the war on smog. And they realize, or we realize, that on one hand you need government who invests in clean energy, electrical cars, more bicycles and things like that, top down. But if you want to speed up and if you want to engage the people, you also need bottom up. And so they really support this project because it gives clean air right now. And we work together to make cities where hopefully in 10-15 years it is everywhere clean, yes? So they've been very supportive, and it's good to work together to say how can we make cities like Beijing or Shenzhen or Wuhan or Shanghai good for people again. Yeah. And what is interesting as well is that I don't think it's something China or Beijing should be ashamed of, because every big city has its problem. London was more polluted as Beijing 4 weeks ago. So when we're going to fix this problem together, the whole world will come to China to see how you solved it. So in a way, Beijing, China, it's a platform for innovation, for new type of thinking. And that's the thing we should have in mind when we make the decisions for the landscapes, for the cities of tomorrow.
Can you just tell me, on a very polluted day in Beijing, for example, if the PM 2.5 is about 200, 250.
Oh, that's a relatively good day. Usually it's 380. Yeah.
If it's about 400.
400. Yeah, that's.
How many of these kind of towers do you need to suck up PM 2.5 in a city like Beijing? How many of them do you need?
So that's a good question. So what we do is we focus on public parks. So we can make areas like what we're standing in now 25 to 70% more clean than the rest of the city. And 4 weeks ago we launched the scientific data from the Technical University in Eindhoven, the Netherlands, which proves how it works. So that's one. Second, we're working on smog-free bicycles, which suck up polluted air, clean it and release the clean air, together with the bike sharing programs like OFO or Mobike. So we're talking about millions of bicycles which are being updated to clean air. So smog-free towers, smog-free bicycles. We are working on a package deal now that we can guarantee a reduction between 10 and 30% within the coming year and a half in Beijing. And that's what we're working on now. So it's a big campaign for clean air.
So you mean with all different applications of the same technology,
you
so aim to reduce...
Exactly. So we're working on a package deal for clean air, smog-free towers, smog-free bicycles, and other designs in which we can say we can guarantee a short-term, within a year, reduction between 10 and 30% of pollution.
Okay.
And it will always be connected to long-term programs, green energy, electrical cars, but we have to work together to upgrade reality and to do something now. It's so important.
Okay, and you talked yesterday about kites.
Yeah.
And sewage systems. So tell me a bit more about applications of this.
So this project is not a one-off. It's about an oeuvre, about a work of a series of work that I'm doing, which are about landscapes of the future, smart cities. So we worked on bicycle paths which charge at daytime, glow at night. We made smog-free projects, and right now we're working on kites which are floating high in the air, smart kites. They can stay up in the air for several weeks, several months, and they're connected with a cable to the ground. And because the kite is moving all the time, the cable goes up and down, and therefore it generates electricity, 100 kilowatts, enough for 200 households. So this is green energy, that you say energy is everywhere, we just have to harvest it. We're launching that in November in the Netherlands, together with a team of scientists and designers. And the next step is to bring that to China next year, to show the real solution, which is green energy.
Sorry, I thought that's also a purification thing. It's not.
No.
It's about generating electricity.
Yes.
Okay, all right. How about the sewage system?
So that's one of the next still secret projects, by the way, that we can transform the sewer pipe systems in mini smog vacuum cleaners, where we're changing the lid into sucking it up and other lids which releasing the clean air. So we really have a large-scale infrastructural system which cleans the air. So
about the air quality.
Yeah, that is about the air quality. So you'll see a series of innovations, of designs to improve the life of people. So this one is matured, and we're really happy to be here to show how it works, that it works, and to do more. And at the same time we keep investing in new ideas. Step by step we will upgrade reality.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty.